solution to the problem merely from increased food production anywhere, not just in Timberton, but anywhere, without attacking a much more basic problem, that of uncontrolled population growth.
Hear, hear. I subscribe fully. And may I say also, Tom, that I find a lot of globaloney in the rather optimistic statements coming out of the UN Fund for Population Activities. Yes, there are some good signs. There are some countries in which the rate of increase of population has been showing a significant decrease. But I'm afraid the 6 billion and the 8 billion people are on the drawing boards, and they are here regardless of what we do. And I agree with you absolutely that control of numbers, not alone for world food supplies, but for a whole host of other issues, is essential.
Yes, Dr. Deacon. Then this is the last question.
I'm not quite sure, as I've heard your discussion, the levels on which you are thinking we need to address the socio-economic, political aspects of development, whether it's the macro or the micro. And I suppose it needs to be both, but I'm not quite sure of your relatives there. It seems to me that even in the technical developments, we have pretty much limited the approach that would comprehend on that latter question, the family planning aspects of it, but the underlying decision-making processes that relate to a community and a household and an agricultural complex. How do you see the balance of that socio-political economic effort as it should proceed in helping develop a concept of the complexity within the developing world, both from a macro and a micro?
Specifically, you're talking about yourselves. What should happen here and within your own context, or on a...
I'm thinking of in the developing world.
I don't know. That's we go a long way to try and give anything like an answer to that. Look, this is a room full. Dr. Parks knows far better than I do. A university full of probably the most outstanding people in this country on the problems, and the economic and social as well as the direct technical problems of agriculture. You certainly have enough resources within your own community to come up with most of the specific things you require. What I suppose we have to be most concerned of, and I have to keep coming back to the very tiny little intrusion of the international community into this debate, is that the first question, it seems to me, is that if the ordering of your own priorities, your own national priorities, are not such that they will fit within the mosaic of action that is required on an international basis, then your first job is there. And this becomes, it seems to me, doubly, quadruply, sextuply important, because this is the giant. This is the giant. If it does not happen here, it is not going to happen. And you will make or break the world on the basis of your own national actions. You are such a huge giant in relation to anybody else in the world food situation, both technically and as a producer, that this is where it's got to start.
I guess my frustration relates to the point that so oftentimes, no matter what you would do, you're driven by the availability of resources
With $600 billion, I'm sorry to be dull about this point, spent on armaments, 3/4 of it being spent by the Americans and the Russians, I refuse to discuss resources. It isn't a real debate. It really isn't a real discussion. I'm sorry,
Yes,
I must
yes.
catch a plane.
Thank you very much, Mr. Weitz. He does need to catch a plane. We'll give the audience a few minutes to stand up if you like.